You think being the loudest guy in the room makes you the boss? That's amateur hour. Real power isn't about shouting, it's about control. It's the quiet guy in the corner everyone's afraid to look at. That's the guy who runs things. I'm gonna show you how to be that guy, how to own any room you walk into without ever raising your voice. This is the art of quiet dominance. First things first, let's talk about your eyes. Stop looking away like you got something to hide. When someone talks to you, you look them dead in the eye. Not in a creepy, staring contest way. Just hold it. Let them be the first to look away. It's a small thing, but it sends a huge message. I'm not intimidated. I'm present. And I'm in charge. You're establishing that you are the authority in this little dance. When they break eye contact, you've won the first round. Practice this. It feels weird at first, but soon it'll be second nature. Next up, your space. Ever notice how big shots take up room? They don't scrunch themselves up in a corner. They lean back, spread their arms, put their feet up. It's called power posing, but we just call it owning your turf. When you sit, don't fold yourself into a little ball. Take up the space you're given, and then some. When you stand, stand straight, shoulders back. Don't fidget. Don't play with your phone. Just be there. Still. Your physical presence screams confidence before you even say a word. People will naturally make way for you. Now, let's get to the fun part, silence. People are terrified of silence. They rush to fill it with nonsense, with nervous chatter. Don't be one of them. Use silence as a weapon. When someone asks you a question, especially a tough one, don't jump to answer. Pause. Take a breath. Look at them. Let the silence hang in the air for a second or two. It does two things. First, it makes you look thoughtful, like you're actually considering your answer. Second, it unnerves the other person. They start wondering what you're thinking, if they messed up. By the time you speak, they're hanging on your every word. You control the pace of the conversation, and whoever controls the pace, controls the outcome. Let's put this into a real-life scenario. Imagine you're in a negotiation. The other guy is talking a mile a minute, throwing numbers and facts at you, trying to overwhelm you. What do? You stay quiet. You listen. You nod slowly. You keep that eye contact steady. You let him exhaust himself. When he finally stops, gasping for air, you let the silence sit there. For 5 long seconds. Then, you calmly and quietly state your position. One simple, clear sentence. All his energy, all his bluster, just got deflated by your quiet confidence. You look like the one with all the power, because you are. By the way, if you're finding this useful, and you want to really get inside people's heads, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. The stuff I share here, you're not gonna find it in some self-help book. This is the real deal. So, click it. Alright, back to business. Your voice. I said don't raise it, and I meant it. Instead, lower it. Speak slowly, clearly, and deliberately. When things get heated, and everyone else starts shouting, you do the opposite. You drop your volume. People will have to lean in and shut up to hear what you're saying. You instantly become the center of gravity in the room. A low, steady tone communicates authority and control. Shouting is what people do when they've lost control. You're always in control. Let's talk about questions. Amateurs make statements, professionals ask questions. Instead of saying that's a bad idea, ask, can you walk me through the logic on that? Instead of saying you're wrong, ask, what makes you so certain about that? This forces them to justify their position, and often, they'll talk themselves into a corner. You're not attacking them, you're just curious. It's a subtle way of taking apart their argument piece by piece without ever being aggressive. You guide them to the conclusion you want, making them think it was their own idea. That's manipulation at its finest. And here's a little secret, agree with them. Well, sort of. It's called tactical agreement. When someone challenges you, find one tiny thing you can agree with. I see your point about the budget being tight. Then, you pivot. And because it's tight, we need to make the smartest investment, which is this. See what happened. You didn't fight them. You disarmed them by agreeing, then used their own point to strengthen yours. They feel heard, you get what you want. Everybody's happy. Well, you are, Anyway, let's combine these. You're in a meeting. Your boss criticizes your work in front of everyone. The old you would get defensive, maybe argue. The new you hold his gaze. You let a moment of silence pass. You lean forward slightly. You speak in a low, calm voice. I understand your concern about the deadline. Tactical agreement. What specific part worries you the most? Question. You've just turned his public attack into a private consultation. You've taken control of the situation, made him look like the one who's overreacting, and position yourself as the calm, competent problem solver. You won, and you didn't even break a sweat. Humor is another tool in your arsenal, but not the goofy, trying to be like kind. I'm talking about dry, understated wit. A little sarcastic comment here, a small smirk there. It shows you're not taking things too seriously, which ironically makes people take you more seriously. It shows you're so confident, you can afford to be playful. When everyone else is tense, a well-placed, quiet joke can break the tension and make you the coolest person in the room. It's a power move that flies under the radar. Let's talk about your physical language. No more nervous tapping, leg shaking, or fidgeting. Stillness is power. When you move with purpose. Don't rush. Walk like you own the ground you're walking on. When you gesture, use open-handed gestures. It's non-threatening but also shows you have nothing to hide. A closed fist is aggression. An open palm is confidence. These are primal signals people pick up on without even realizing it. You're hacking their lizard brain. Remember this, neediness is the ultimate power killer. The second you seem like you need their approval, their money, their attention, you've lost. You have to operate from a mindset of abundance. You don't need to steal. You don't need them to like you. You prefer it, sure, but your world won't end if they walk away. This detachment gives you incredible leverage. When you're willing to walk away, you're the one who holds all the cards. They can sense it. They can smell desperation a mile away, and they can smell confidence even further. So, let's put it all together. You walk into a room. Head up, shoulders back. You don't rush to a seat. You survey the room for a second before choosing your spot. You sit, taking up your space. You don't pull out your phone. You just observe. When people talk to you, you give them steady, unwavering eye contact. You speak slowly, in a low tone. You use silence to your advantage. You ask questions that make them think. You never, ever get flustered. You are a rock. An immovable object. People will naturally gravitate towards you. They'll seek your opinion. They'll look to you for leadership. And you did it all without shouting, without posturing, without being a jerk. That's real power. That's dominance. This stuff isn't about being a bad guy. It's about understanding how people work. It's psychology. Once you understand the game, you can choose how you want to play it. But isn't it better to know the rules than to walk around blind? If you made it this far, you're clearly serious about this. My guess is you're probably replaying a few past conversations in your head right now, thinking about how you could have handled them differently using these techniques. Good. That's the first step. To keep you on this path, I want you to watch this next video right here. It's about the 3 words you can use to immediately gain control of any conversation. You think I'm kidding? Click it and see. Don't let the algorithm decide what you see next. Take control. Watch it now.